Think of a Persian cat, and you probably picture a plush, immobile mound of fur occupying the best spot on a modern living room couch. They consistently dominate global popularity rankings by being the most relaxed cat breed on the planet. But this familiar, sleepy companion is actually a living artifact. It is one of the oldest recognizable pedigreed breeds on Earth. If you look closely at their anatomy, you realize a Persian cat contradicts almost every rule of feline survival. Their flattened faces, incredibly dense double coats, and famously docile demeanor would be massive liabilities in the wild. These exaggerated physical traits exist for a specific reason. They are part of a deliberate biological blueprint drawn up to suit an environment of extreme luxury. To understand how the modern Persian ended up so perfectly adapted to a velvet cushion, we have to rewind to the ancient Middle East, where human royalty engineered the ultimate feline aristocrat. The lineage of this breed traces directly back to antiquity in the region of Persia, located in modern-day Iran. Unlike breeds such as the American Shorthair, which were actively selected to work as resilient shipmousers and pest controllers, Persians were cultivated with a completely different objective: pure companionship. Without needing to hunt or survive harsh outdoor conditions, their delicate features and calm nature became prized markers of wealth and elegance across early civilizations. Eventually, these cats migrated out of Middle Eastern tapestries and found their way into the opulent courts of European kings and queens, who treasured them as rare, living ornaments. That historical status as a luxury accessory carried straight over into the 20th century, where they sat quite comfortably alongside Hollywood royalty and high society. For centuries, selective breeding specifically favored the most passive individuals. Wild instincts and hunting drives were gradually traded for an ability to remain perfectly still in a lap or on a palace cushion. This deliberate filtering of behavior created a cat with the lowest baseline energy of any domestic breed, a temperament perfectly calibrated for a life of indoor stillness. That calm demeanor is housed inside a body requiring a tremendous amount of upkeep, starting with their most defining feature, a luxurious, flowing double coat. When a Persian does decide to break from its usual lounging to engage in a bit of play, this massive volume of fur creates the striking illusion of an animated cloud floating across the room. Keeping that coat pristine demands intensive daily grooming and constant human intervention to prevent painful mats and tangles from forming against their skin. While their coat requires constant attention, the most dramatic result of selective breeding is actually found underneath the fur, in the anatomy of their skull. This diagram compares a standard elongated cap snout to a brachycephalic airway, a severely shortened facial structure with compressed nasal bones. The historical doll-face Persian features a moderate nose stop, allowing for a relatively healthy, clear respiratory profile. Over time, breeders selected for an exaggerated flat face, resulting in the modern peak-face Persian, recognizable by its severely pushed-in nose and large, wide-set eyes. This dramatic facial compression comes with distinct physiological trade-offs. The shorter airway increases their risk of respiratory issues, and their prominent eyes mean owners must clean away tear stains on a daily basis. The physical body of the Persian is a living map of human aesthetic preference, built over generations to prioritize breathtaking beauty over biological efficiency. Today, the Persian remains one of the most beloved and top-ranking household companions around the globe. They present a fascinating paradox for their owners. The world's most relaxed, inactive cat demands the most intensive, active daily care. This demanding level of care is a defining trait of the breed, a direct extension of a royal lineage that has relied on human intervention for centuries. Choosing a Persian turns the act of grooming into a daily tribute to the world's most enduring feline aristocrat, a way to actively preserve a piece of living history right in your living room.